February 16, 1:14 p.m. District Court Defendant Lumpy number 4. Mr. Falls, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I want to say thanks. You're real good. You really hooked me up.
Thanks. We're almost there. Once I prove that she committed the crime... Yeah, but there's one more big obstacle we got to get past. Obstacle? Yeah, motive. Why would Melissa Foster kill that policewoman anyway? Motive? Huh.
I hate this argument so much.
Anyway, you're still badly in need of information. Information? Right. All we need the most is info about this Melissa Foster herself. All we know is that she is a student studying literature. One more thing. What is it? Well, the incident that happened 5 years ago. Of course. The kidnapping murder case that Zebra Boy is on the death row for.
I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill nobody. I never lie.
Mr. Falls, in that case, tell us more about it. About what happened 5 years ago.
Okay. I trust you. That day, 5 years ago, I dream of it every day. I hate his voice so much. This is the one I really need water for. This picture, it reminds me of everything. Bridge looks same, just like then. 5 years ago. Like it could fall apart. Fall apart any minute.
It's been broken like that for at least 5 years. Huh. Sorry, buddy, but you sound like like the one that could fall apart any minute.
It's true. I did. I did kidnap her. 5 years ago, I kidnapped my girlfriend, Dahlia Hawthorne.
Oh my god. It is just fully becoming full circle, isn't it?
He was dating a 14-year-old.
Yeah, yikes.
And he was 20. Wow.
But this is truly going full circle, isn't it? With her being the reason for a lot of these things.
Well, Dahlia's evil. Okay, whatever. A 20-year-old was dating a 14-year-old. Sure.
Your girlfriend? Huh? Hey, hold on there. Did you say Hawthorne? The victim's last name?
Dahlia Hawthorne, Valerie's little sister.
What? Are you serious?
We don't have a voice for Valerie, actually. I don't feel like voicing him here.
Yeah.
They didn't have voice acting back then.
Damn. The detective back then was Valerie Hawthorne.
Okay, that looks even more wrong. Look at the differences between them.
Yeah. Damn.
Look.
Buffed you.
I'm 99% sure Dahlia started this whole thing.
Obviously.
And was using him for something. So, I don't know. But still.
At first I thought shooting someone for kidnapping was crossing the line, but if it was to protect her little sister, I understand why she did it.
Wrong! No protect sister! Valerie betrayed me! Betray us!
What do you mean she betrayed you?
Everything! All lies! All make-believe! Kidnapping too!
And make-believe kidnapping?
Dahlia! My girlfriend! My love! My teen angel! I really hate being this voice because now I just feel weird. Seriously, I'm voicing a pedophile. Legally speaking, he would be a pedophile. And I hate that I'm voicing him. Can you take his voice over? Your country will likely forgive you more than mine would.
Did he actually say my teen angel? He's seen one too many soap operas.
I do anything she says. Anything Dahlia says.
Anything Dahlia says? Hold on a minute. What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by...
Yeah, me and Dahlia. And Valerie, too.
Valerie was in on it?
Dahlia's family's rich. Jewelry business. We get one jewel. That's what we thought. Me and Dahlia wrote kidnap note. We sent to her dad.
Oh my god.
As for $2 million diamond. Tell him to make exchange on Dusky Bridge.
God damn.
We tell him Valerie make transfer cause she knew detective.
Having a police detective in your pocket is a useful thing, alright. In the end, you were planning on splitting the 2 million free ways, huh?
Yeah, but that woman. Seriously, my throat. That woman, Valerie, she do it for real. She shot at me for real. Me and Dahlia. I was shot in the arm. Dahlia, she jump in river. And I caveman.
She jumped?
Apparently.
And yeah, he's more caveman like. You're actually right about that. Jump? You know me, she jumped on purpose to you?
I couldn't do it. I could never push her. Anyway, I blacked out. Wake up with police all over.
And that's when they decide to give you the death sentence.
I couldn't believe it. That woman, she betrayed me too.
That man, Harry Falls, he killed her. He threw her off the bridge. He threw my beloved sister into the roaring river at 40 feet below.
These 5 years, all I wonder is, why? Why did she lie? That's all I want to know.
Because I think Dahlia's alive. So that's why you called her. You wanted to hear the truth from Valerie herself.
But we know she's alive.
Yeah.
Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time the whole truth must come out.
Yeah, he knew she was alive.
I don't know if Terry knew she was alive, but the sister certainly did. I just took a screenshot accidentally, but at least it is of Armando.
Oh, Armando. Man, look at that gaze.
Must get away. Yes, but I forgot what she looked like, so I tell her to wear a scarf. I don't want to hurt her. Just ask why. Why? Why did you lie? Why did you betray me? I just want to hear answer come from her mouth. That's all.
That's why. That's why you made a crazy escape like that. Just one thing, Zebra boy. My senses are tingling all over. Tell me, Mr. Falls. Where is it? Huh? Where's what? Come on now, kid. The ransom. $2 million diamond. Remember what now? Did you give it back to Pops? Did police take it?
I don't know.
Huh? You don't know?
No, really. I don't know. It's gone. With Dahlia.
With Dahlia? Oh, she jumped when she had it.
Probably. That day. On the bridge. Dahlia put it in backpack. Now gone. With Dahlia. Gone. Forever.
He big caveman, he's strong.
Into Eagle River. Me caveman, me strong. My throat hurts.
It disappeared with Dahlia, huh? Wait a minute. You can come back in now. We are about ready to go. Mr. Falls, just one more question. When you said with Dahlia, do you mean that the diamonds is still missing? Along with the body of Dahlia Hoffman?
Never found her. My sweet Dahlia.
You never found her?
Swallowed by river. Gone. Dahlia. My teen angel.
You're a teen angel. How old was she anyway?
Just 14.
14? I guess you were robbing cradles before diamonds. He plans a fake kidnapping and disappears in the river with a rock worth 2 mil. Man, oh man. Angels these days. Wallace takes the fall. He gets a one-way ticket to death row. Is Dahlia Hoffman an angel or is she really a... It's time, kitten. So we have a few more aces up our sleeve now. You bet! Huh. Damn. $2 million. Training wheels come off now, Mia. You've got to strike while the iron is hot. That's one of my rules. Remember it.
How many coffee blends do you have?
I remember it, Armando. Oh.
You remember everything about Armando.
Yes. Oh, that gaze. Oh, that gaze he has. Now then, let's continue with the trial of Mr. Terry Falls. Witness, are you feeling better?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll try my best.
You're a brave young lady. Not this again. I can understand the defense lawyer wanting to get her client off the hook. However, I tried to pin the crime on an innocent student is...
What's the point of this trial? The dude's on death row. He's going to die. We aren't trying to clear his name of death row. We were simply trying not to have him blamed for another killing. But to be honest, what's the point of the trial? He's on death row.
Yeah. I guess it's because it's justice. It's for justice, you know. What are you talking about? My witness is not the person on trial here. She's an innocent bystander who witnessed a violent crime. That's all. What possible reason would a girl like this have for murdering a policewoman?
She's her sister, and her sister wanted to tell the truth.
Yes. It's certainly hard to imagine this woman as a murderer. A motive? Maybe that's what I had to establish next. Well, Miss Faye, do you have any evidence of a motive? Yes, of course. I think. You're still acting as tame as a kitten. Kitten? Mr. Armando. Listen. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it... Oh my god, it's Armando's saying?
Oh yeah, it is.
That's the saying Mia gave to,
A lawyer
Felix.
smiles no matter how hard it gets.
Oh my god, it's Armando saying, oh, I love you, Armando. Smiling on the outside while your guts twisted in knots is the mark of a pro. Oh, Armando.
No, they don't have any Armando figurines.
Maybe so, but I wish you would quit grinning at me like that.
Mia.
Mia, are you saying you don't want to kiss him?
Excuse me? May I speak, Mr. Judge?
Of course. Mr. Judge is ready anytime you like.
I'd like to say something. Some people here are suspicious of me, right? That's why I at least wanted you, Mr. Judge, to know that's not true.
I see. You're such an honest and upstanding young lady. Looks like this witness is a real professional. What do you mean? Look at that 100-word smile.
I'm looking at it right now, Armando.
Yes, so am I. Oh, guess when things are darkest for her. Click. She lights right up.
You know, I think I know what my issue with her
She's
is.
a professional liar.
It's her
She's a
eyes.
professional liar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The eyes just stop me from having like the same effect that Armando has.
Oh yeah. Like Amanda's well proportioned, I mean, in his features.
Yeah, true. There's that. But the eyes just, there's something about them.
They're too anime. Very well done. Let's hear what the witness has to say.
I don't know if I'd call them too anime, but they're in this weird thing between like sort of real and anime. It's in the middle of them,
yeah.
and that just doesn't fit.
Oh yeah. They're too big.
I think it's the scratchy bits in them. It's just untrustworthy. Maybe that's why I can't ever just fall in love. Like everyone else in this court seems to. I was out of the country until the year before last.
Really?
Until I entered college, I had never been to Eagle Mountain before.
Oh, really?
And I certainly don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer. Holding a grudge and killing the officer who testified against you 5 years ago.
How do you know this?
Or kidnapping a poor girl. I just think the defendant is a terrible, horrible monster.
How do you know this? Out of the country, eh? Precisely. Furthermore, she has no possible motive for committing murder. Indeed. You're up to bat, kitten. Sharpen those claws and put on your best smile. You bet. Somehow I have to tie her to this case. First, I'm curious where she was when she was out of the country.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
I was out of the country. Where were you?
So, what country are you living in then?
We were all living abroad, but after my parents were killed.
It was a brutal civil war. You had to try and make her way back home. It was a country in the civil war?
What? What country is this?
What the? Like, is she from the Middle East or something?
I lost everything. I didn't even have any personal identification.
What kind of sob story is this? What do I do? Should I press her for details?
I don't think we need to.
Probably not, but what the hell kind of country was she in?
I don't know.
Ugh. There's nothing I can do about her claim to have lost all her identification. All I can do is wait to find some other evidence about her real identity. See, that's actually clever. She claims she's from a country in the civil war as a refugee, which means they're not going to do a background check.
Yeah.
Because she's lost all her identification. That's an exceptionally clever tactic.
It is.
Very well done. Miss Foster, please proceed.
Until I entered college, I've never been to Eagle Mountain before.
So what made you decide to go to Eagle Mountain anyway?
I just love being outdoors. Picnics, hiking, you know, that sort of thing.
You don't look like much of a hiker to me. You do look like a digger of sorts.
Oh, she certainly is.
Oh yeah. Eagle Mountain is a 2-hour drive from here, and no trains run through there. There are plenty of mountains that are close and easy to get to.
Well, I went there once with the college hiking club.
Okay.
I fell in love with its stark, desolate beauty, and its cold yet romantic gloominess.
Oh boy. Didn't know you were such a goth. By the way, what's the name of your college? The prosecution objects to any questions that involve the witness's private life. All that matters is that she is a material witness to a crime. The witness doesn't need to respond to questions that are clearly malicious in intent.
Thank you! She's really gone too far.
Miss Furry, you're trading on thin ice here. I hardly said anything. Talk about sensitive.
Don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer.
Perhaps, but your behavior that day was very suspicious. Not only have you contradicted yourself here in court, but you know things you shouldn't. For example, the scratches on the trunk of the car.
Well, that's...
Unfortunately, Miss Furry, your last statement proves nothing. Oh really? Why is that? The witness came to the police station once to identify the suspect. It's entirely possible that, at the time, an officer showed her this photo. What? That seems like a rather serious mistake. That's the oldest trick. The prosecutor's book. That's not fair!
That wicked inmate! I'll never be able to forget that horrible day. Holding a grudge and killing somebody.
A grudge?
Well, the policewoman's testimony was crucial, wasn't it? Crucial in getting the defendant sentenced to death.
Yes, and that's precisely why he harbored such a deep anger against her. Such an anger that he forgot his own guilt. My client has always maintained he's innocent of those charges.
He seems rather forgetful. Your client, I mean. Oh, really?
Yeah, oh really?
Not only did he forget about what he did, but he forgot the poor policewoman as well.
What do you mean by that?
Your client. He forgot what the detective looked like, right? It's too bad for her that he didn't forget about her testimony as well.
Well, she's right about that. Mr. Falls is kind of forgetful. Let's press harder on this. You said he forgot what the detective looked like. What did you mean by that?
Well, he couldn't tell who she was without some kind of identification, right?
Quite right. That's why the victim was wearing a scarf as identification.
Why, if I had been wearing a white scarf that day, then he probably would have tried to kill me.
That's true. He's clearly a bitter man. This is bad. Mr. Falls' reputation just kept getting worse and worse. Sometimes it's best not to poke too deep. What'd you do with that last statement? I would say have it added to the testimony. Your Honor, what the witness said just now was tremendously important.
It was.
I'd like it added to the official testimony.
I'm trying to think of the timeline. Does she know of the note?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I don't think she knows of the note.
I don't think so either. The prosecution has no objection. After all, the defendant is a killer and a mentally unbalanced one at that. That testimony only helps to keep further prove the point. No, that's not what I... Enough. Witness, if you would.
My pleasure, Mr. Judge. Alright, I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf. You?
We're wearing a blue scarf.
Yeah, you wouldn't know about it.
Yeah.
To use the blue scarf, the note says wear white scarf. This isn't white. So...
Yeah. Witness, I want you to take a look at this photo you took. It's hard to see in the photo, but look at the scarf the victim bore as identification. Ah, you're talking about this scarf right here, eh?
Yes, that's it. The scarf the policewoman was wearing.
I've got her now. Just don't miss her. But that's strange. In your testimony, you stated the following. I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf. What? This is a scarf you identified as belonging to the victim. But it certainly doesn't look white to me.
Oh!
Well, it was foggy that day, and it was raining as well. It's not surprising that she mistook it for white. Sorry, but not this time. The witness just confirmed that this was the victim's scarf. Yes, but what's the significance? It's true that the scarf doesn't look white, but... There's only one explanation for this mix-up. The reason why the witness thought the scarf was white is...
This
the
note.
Witness, have you ever seen this note?
Note? No, never.
It's top secret evidence. There's no reason that you would have.
Best animation.
I wonder about that.
What do you mean?
This note shows Mr. Fall's instructions to the victim regarding their meeting. It says, wear white scarf for identification. White scarf. Oh!
That was good.
Witness, you knew that what this note said. And it's because you knew that you slipped up and mistakenly said white scarf. Well, Miss Foster?
No!
Order. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm waiting for an explanation. I'm quite sure this note wasn't leaked to the public. And yet, this witness knew exactly what the note said. At the time of the murder, the number of people that knew were quite limited. Terry Falls is one. The person who wrote the note, Valerie Hoffman, is another. And finally, one more person. You say one more person? That's right. A person that no one would have suspected. Have you figured it out, kitten?
Why are you assistants always... Okay, not counting Phoenix's assistants. Why are the assistants always all-knowing? Mia Fey was always all-knowing, Armando is always all-knowing, and Grossberg's hemorrhoids were all-knowing.
Yup, I figured it out. The third person that knew the content of the note was Foster, obviously, which is not actually her actual name. Oh, Dahlia Hawthorne. Yeah.
Because it was mentioned in the note.
And that person is Dahlia Hawthorne. Dahlia Hawthorne? I've never heard that name before. Really, Judge? Look at the victim's note. This is what it says.
No, actually, kind of make... Did he preside over the last case?
That's true, it might not have been his case.
Yeah, because otherwise it was never mentioned in this court. And the two brothers have, like, no memories anyway, so...
Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time. There's her name, right there. What's this? So who is this person? This Dahlia Hawthorne. Miss Fey must be desperate if she's trying to bring the dead back to life.
But she wasn't. Valerie's the one who wrote the note.
The dead? Dahlia Hawthorne was the victim's deceased younger sister. She was killed in a crime 5 years ago. Killed in a crime? You don't mean... Yes, she was kidnapped and killed by Terry Falls. You said she was killed, but was she really? What are you implying? Of course, people thought she had died 5 years ago, when she fell off of the Dusky Bridge and were lost in the Eagle River. However, her corpse was never found. She was declared legally dead 5 years ago. As far as the law is concerned, Dahlia Hawthorne is officially dead. But the fact remains that her body was never recovered. Dahlia Hawthorne was 14 years old 5 years ago. If she were still alive, she would be 19 now. Melissa Foster? I believe that's the same age you are. Even you couldn't. Miss Fey, you're not saying... But I am. That's precisely what I'm saying. This witness before us is the girl that was kidnapped and killed 5 years ago. The girl is in fact Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. What? Nice work. It was like tossing a grenade into a free-alarm fire.
Okay.
But unless you can tie all the loose ends together, you're not nothing but a hit-and-run arsonist. God damn, Amanda, that's smooth. I understand. If I can expose your true nature, I can turn this whole case in on its head. Now's my chance to make Mr. Edgeworth squirm. Witness, just who are you anyway?
I'm...
I didn't think it'd come to this. That's enough. You don't have to say any more, witness.
Yes, I understand.
What? Mr. Edgeworth, explain yourself. Your Honor, I have an admission to make. Of course you knew all along, didn't you? I honestly never thought the defense would pursue a matter this far. You don't mean... Yes, the prosecutor's office isn't filled with fools, you know. Naturally, we conduct full background checks on all of our witnesses. What did he say? Looks like the kid knew. He knew her true identity from the get-go. That is such a scummy move. Like, seriously. No way. Then why? If you hadn't revealed her secret, he wasn't going to say anything about it. All he wanted was her testimony. They made a little trade. Let me introduce you to the victim's younger sister, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. My god, Edgeworth, that is such a scummy move. Holy shit.
It is.
But I thought she died 5 years ago. We thought so as well. But, well, as you can see. Why? Why did she hide her identity for 5 years?
Why not?
That has nothing to do with the current case. She was merely an accidental witness to a crime. Accidental? I don't believe that for a minute. For the last 5 years, she's been playing the role of victim. And now we find her acting suspiciously at the scene of another murder. Really, Miss Faye, I must say your strategy here is painfully obvious. You're trying to pin your client's crime on an innocent witness in order to win. At any cost. How dare you! Please let us take a moment to think. 5 years ago, this girl was kidnapped and nearly killed. But even worse than that, 5 years later, Dahlia Hoffman lost something much more precious. Her big sister. Miss Faye must be insane to even suggest that she murdered her. What? I'm inclined to agree with the prosecutor's logic. Miss Faye, do you have any evidence to back up your assertion? What possible reason would the witness have for killing her beloved sister? Well, you see, I thought I was winning. Somehow he's turned it around on me. That's Edgeworth for you.
Yeah.
I think you need a little push in the right direction, kitten. Damn, Armando. The defense is prepared to present evidence supporting our claim. Ah, it wasn't me. It was this guy. This crazy coffee addict. I think we've heard enough empty threats from you, old man. What makes you think they're empty, boy? Because your prodigy looks like she's sweating bullets. I am sweating bullets. You think you're in a tough spot, huh? Of course, aren't I? You just arrived at the moment of truth. That's all. Whatever you win or lose, that's up to you. Up to me? The rashes of youth. How charming. But you are your... Okay.
You're the second youngest here, Edgeworth.
Yeah. It's coming from someone younger than me. Now then, let's not waste any more time, Miss Faye. What motive would this witness have for murdering her own sister, Valerie Hoffman? The diamond.
Would it? Or was it the note?
Could be the note.
Because, tell her this time the whole truth must come out. I think the diamond comes later. I think it's the note for now.
The story starts after Terry Falls escaped. He called Valerie and told her he wanted to meet. This is the note she left. It says, talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time the whole truth must come out. Valerie Hoffman gave Dahlia a warning. He told her she was going to reveal to the world the whole truth. The whole truth? There was a dangerously important secret between Valerie and Dahlia. That's the reason Dahlia felt she had to kill Valerie. To keep her mouth shut permanently. A terrific story, Miss Faye. You like fiction. Enlighten the court, Miss Faye. What was the secret that was so important? Where's your evidence? Dahlia and Valerie Hoffman and Terry Falls. There's only one important secret that connects them all. Oh yes, I know this secret. Your Honor, the defense would like to request further testimony. What testimony? Regarding the kidnapping 5 years ago. I believe it will explain a lot of things. Such as the nature of the important secret between the Hoffman sisters. Very well. I'll grant you a request for the further testimony. I know it'll be painful for you, but you can enlighten us furthermore, my little my little maple leaf.
Oh my god. Yes, I'll try, Mr. Judge.
Putting on the old charm one more time, Dahlia. This will be the last time you hide behind your womanly wiles. Here we go.
5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Falls. The ransom price was a raw diamond. My sister, Valerie, brought it to the bridge.
She actually mentioned the diamond.
After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Falls in the arm. That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind.
Wait, what? Okay.
I survived, but I was afraid I might be kidnapped again for my family's money. So I decided to change my identity and start a new life.
Okay. The kidnapping left her emotionally scarred. With her sister's help, she left the Hoffman family and started all over again. And we are to believe after all that she murdered her sister. Preposterous. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Miss Faye? Yes, Your Honor. You've heard the witness is still traumatized from the kidnapping. I'll ask you again to be extremely gentle in your cross-examination.
Great.
Mr. Edgeworth got the jump on me again. If you're not allowed to fight, then let's twist some arms. Listen up. We've still got that info. That ace up our sleeve. What info? Come on, kid. Don't say you've forgotten already.
Maybe.
The fact that the kidnapping 5 years ago was staged. That's right. It was a fake kidnapping. Harry Falls told us that in the lobby.
I do anything she says. Anything Dahlia says.
What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by...
Yeah, me and Dahlia. And Valerie, too.
Yes, that's it. The fake kidnapping is your best shot, Mia. That's a secret. Okay, so how did we get that out of her?
I don't know. Hold on, I just need to look at something. Tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. So he was at the broken bits of the bridge, right?
Yeah.
If he's shoving her off of that, she ain't landing in no river. Let me just press this in.
I'd like to hear more about what happened right at that moment.
Well, when Mr. Falls was shot in the right arm, he let go of me. I was dazed. I turned to try and run away, but Mr. Falls turned to grab me as well. As I ran past, he and I locked eyes for a second, and he gave me a large, bloodthirsty grin.
A bloodthirsty grin? Oh.
And in the next instant...
I advise the court to remember that the river is 18 feet deep and incredibly swift. And...
I was a strong swimmer, but I was knocked out. When I came to, I'd been carried away by the river to a strange place. I'll never forget that day. The crumbling bridge, nowhere to run. Then just one little shove from behind. That was it. Before my sister could catch me, I fell into the river.
Did it add another thing?
No, they didn't. Assuming they mean shove from behind is shoving into that broken section. She ain't falling into no river, because falling... If she was pushed... Like, if you shove someone... The side of these bridges, of this bridge in particular, you're not getting shoved through that.
Yeah, you would be fine.
You could
would
be
not fall
thrown
off.
through it and stuff, but you ain't shoved.
Oh, yeah.
So I think they're implying she was shoved off the broken bits.
Yeah. You say that Mr. Falls pushed you into the Eagle River. However, that's hard to believe.
But it's true. I felt a push on my back. I'm certain of it. It was Mr. Falls.
I'm sorry. I guess I wasn't clear enough. I shouldn't have said that's hard to believe. I should have said that's impossible.
Impossible?
I asked that the court recall the condition of Dusky Bridge. Now and 5 years ago.
How lazy are these people in repairing that bridge?
Well, because it's no longer a bridge in use, I think. The bridge hasn't changed one bit in the last 5 years. If someone had pushed you from behind as you have claimed, instead of being carried away by the river,
You'd go splat.
nope, you would have been smashed by the bedrock below. A most certain death. Yeah, especially because you cannot dig through bedrock. Do you understand now, Dahlia Hoffen?
Did you know, in Minecraft, people have found a way to dig through bedrock?
Really?
Apparently.
Wow.
And I think it's even mod-free. They found some weird bug or something that allows them to get rid of bedrock.
Huh.
I don't know how it works.
That's actually quite creepy that they figure that out. The very notion that my client pushed you from behind is impossible. Your Honor, this event occurred 5 years ago. Why, for all we know, the water level in the river may have been higher back then. No, but it's 40 feet from the bridge to the river. A small change in the water level wouldn't have made a difference. Yeah, even Edward realizes that. You're right. If the events occurred just as the witness has testified, then the defendant couldn't have pushed the witness into the river. Young lady, what's the meaning of this?
You see,
Just a moment, Your Honor.
I love the looks on these faces.
Yeah. It's true that the witness testified the defendant pushed her into the river. However, she never stated that she fell from the back end of the bridge. What do you mean? After being shot in the arm, it's possible that Mr. Falls panicked. Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her off the side of the bridge.
No, we have the photo.
Yeah. If that's true, she would have fallen into the river. Well, Miss Hoffman, is Mr. Edgeworth's explanation correct?
Now that you mention it, I do remember now. When I fell off the bridge, my skirt got caught on one of the bridge's side wires.
You can't be serious. Order in the court. It seems Mrs. Faye's assault has finally reached its conclusion.
Hell no.
Not now, Mia. This is no time to retreat. Unfortunately for you, this is just the start of Mrs. Faye's assault. What? I believe your reasoning went something like this, Mr. Edgeworth. After being shot in the arm, it's possible that Mr. Falls panicked. Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her off the side of the bridge. However, once again, I'm forced to say, that's impossible. Ridiculous. What's so impossible about it? Because your flawed logic contradicts the court's record.
This, I assume.
Yes. Your Honor, all of the answers are right here in this photo. Take a look at the wires supporting both sides of the bridge. They extend up to about 5 feet off the ground. If it would be impossible to push someone off from there.
Yes. No!
But let's remember the size and strength of the defendant. Wires like this wouldn't be a problem for him, but why is the bridge still standing then? You would have easily picked up a 14-year-old girl and thrown it. Oh, okay, yeah. That's
yes, he could have.
So young and already so forgetful, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Falls had been shot in the right arm.
I mean, a really buff 20-year-old could have picked up a skinny 14-year-old with one arm.
And I imagine it was also probably a very low caliber bullet anyway.
Yeah, so I think it's plausible he could have picked her up still. The thing is, she said she was shoved. Twice.
Yep. And more importantly, Valerie Hoffman had her gun trained on at point-blank range.
That's also true. If he went to pick her up, she'd have shot him dead.
Yeah. So, Mr. Falls throwing the witness off the bridge? That is clearly impossible. Order! What is the meaning of this? Dahlia Hoffman, you jumped into the Eagle River intentionally. What? What is this?
Why was the Don Tigre sound there?
I have no idea. Indeed, what do you mean by such a ridiculous remark?
Okay, new headcanon because of Don Tigre sound. Don Tigre is the judge or Dahlia Hawthorne? I think Don Tigre is currently Dahlia Hawthorne. This is before he got jacked.
Mia has earned her claws.
I mean, that's also true, but it just feels weird as Don Tigre. That sound.
Yeah, the tiger sound, yeah. But like Mia going from kitten to tiger.
Yes, I know it works, but I like my theory better.
Hey, what do you mean by such a ridiculous remark?
Yes, it's ridiculous. I thought you already read that, so.
Yeah, sorry, I think I did.
My sister was there to help me. She had her gun in handcuffs. She could have saved me. Jumping into a raging river like that would have been suicide.
Perhaps, but still, that's exactly what you did. You were probably confident that you could handle the swift current. But even more so, the witness had a much more compelling reason for jumping into the river. Oh, then what was it? What was so important that she wanted to jump into the river? The witness is still alive. That fact alone explains everything. This is why she risked her life by jumping into the rapid of the Eagle River.
The diamond.
5 years ago, something else disappeared along with Dahlia that day. The item that Valerie brought up the mountain with her. The $2 million diamond. No. Can't be. Yes, Dahlia had it all planned from the beginning. The $2 million. She was going to keep it all for herself. She forced Mr. Force to help her fake the kidnapping. At the last minute, she betrayed him and threw herself into the river, with the ransom tucked away safely in her backpack. Why, that's simply ridiculous. Order. Your Honor, 5 years ago, the witness was only 14 years old. Do you really think a 14-year-old is capable of such a demonic plan?
Yes.
Yes. This woman is a demon. And there was one more person who helped make a demon out of her. Her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. You mean the victim was involved in the kidnapping plot as well? But she was a detective then. You're saying she participated in her sister's kidnapping? Precisely. I'm sure that it weighed heavily on her conscience for the past 5 years. That is always behind the victim's murder. What do you mean by that? On the day of the murder, after receiving the phone call from Mr. Falls, Valerie called her sister Dahlia. And then she told her that she was planning to do. Planning to do? She was going to tell the whole truth. As she wrote in her note. That is what sealed Valerie Hawthorne's fate. That is when you hatched your demonic plan to kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
So I'm going to completely change the topic just now. So all this time I've been thinking that Dahlia here is just like flat as hell. But no, the side angle actually shows a decent size.
Yeah, surprisingly so.
I know, I'm surprised. Every other angle you see her at, she's flat.
She's quite live. Yeah, a plan that would ensure neither of your accomplices the kidnapping would talk. And that is why you killed your sister, Valerie Hawthorne.
Should be noted, Edgeworth is quite flat too. I assume that's her.
Who is that? Who is that laughing at a time like this?
Like, look at this angle. She looks completely flat.
Yeah.
Okay, she's not going to be as high pitched. That's her cute voice. Forgive me. It's just hilarious.
Witness? Is that you?
You amuse me, woman. Miss Mia Fey. You can certainly weave an exciting tale. Naturally. You have the evidence to back it up, don't you?
Evidence?
Evidence that I planned the kidnapping, of course. That at 14, I plotted it with Mr. Falls and my sister.
Well,
And one more thing. What happened to the $2 million diamond? If you can't provide evidence to at least show that.
Well, Miss Fey? I don't know.
What a joke. You, Miss Fey. Are you stupid or something?
How can I prove a fake kidnapping that happened 5 years ago? I don't even have a decisive proof of Valerie Hawthorne's murder. Well, it seems that we've come to the end. To be honest, the witness's behavior does raise certain suspicions. However, I am forced to reject the assertions made by the defense.
Of course you are.
Is this it? Is it really over? That girl has made a fool of me. There's nothing I can do about it. Without evidence, the trial is over. Who decided that? Mr. Armando! Come on now, kitten. Have you figured it out that you can make your own rules? For example, even if there's no evidence, there's still testimony. Testimony? On the day in question, Dahlia Hawthorne murdered her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. She hid her body in the trunk of Mr. Fall's stolen car and went to meet him, disguised as her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. That's what you think, right? Yes, that's right. In that case, there's only one answer, right? There's only one person left who can testify about Valerie Hawthorne's murder. Since there's no proof, there's only one thing left to do. Who's the one person who can testify to that demon's crimes? That would be Terry Falls. Your Honor, the defense wishes to call a new witness. A new witness? Yes, we would like to hear the testimony of Terry Falls. The defendant? There's only one person that can shed any further light on the situation. Only one person that knows what Dahlia's role in the kidnapping was. Only one person that can say whether the person in the photo is Valerie Hawthorne or whether it was in fact her younger sister Dahlia, disguised as her. There's only one person who can solve this riddle once and for all. And that person is Terry Falls. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what is your take on this? Why not? Prosecution has no objection. Very well. Bailiff, bring the defendant to the witness stand. This is my last chance, Mr. Falls. My last chance to establish Dahlia's guilt. You're all I have left. Defendant, you've heard everything that's been said up to this point, yes?
I don't believe it. No way. Dahlia died 5 years ago. Valerie betrayed me.
Mr. Falls, I don't know what she said to you 5 years ago, but one thing is clear. Dahlia is very much alive, and you were used for $2 million.
That's not true.
Mr. Falls, there's only one question I want the answer to. 2 days ago on Dusky Bridge, who did you meet? Was it Valerie Hawthorne, or was it Dahlia Hawthorne?
What color was her hair? Dahlia! Did you betray me? 5 years ago, she promised. Never ever betray each other. Please don't make me do this voice. Damn it.
Oh no.
Terry? I can't switch between them. Dahlia! It's true. You are alive. You don't trust me anymore? That makes me sad. Tell the truth. The real truth. I believed in you. I shouldn't need to say it. You should already know. But there's one thing that I will say. My life is in your hands right now, Terry.
Oh no.
Dahlia.
I will allow Mr. Falls to testify once and once only. Well then, Mr. Falls, yours will be the final testimony in this trial. Witness? I'm sorry, I apologize.
Water! Please, water! I couldn't agree more. Can't talk. Need water.
Oh well, I guess it'll have to be my coffee instead. He's still matched the way he's probably feeling right now. Darker and bitterer than hell itself. Okay, final testimony. Here we go.
That day, 4 p.m., I stopped the car. I was in front of the bridge. She wasn't there, so I waited on the bridge. I watched my car from bridge. I never put no body in that car. Finally, one woman came. She stood front of me. We talked. Then she left. That was Valerie, not my Dahlia. Now I feel like I'm Batman with his voice sometimes.
Yeah, you kind of are, except it's like also caveman at the same time.
Caveman
Mr.
Batman.
Falls, you're covering for her. You think she would do the same for you? That's enough, Miss Faye. His last statement was a fitting way to end the final testimony of the trial. Well then, Miss Faye, please proceed with your cross-examination. Is this how you want it to end, Mr. Falls? Not a guilty verdict to go along with your death sentence? There's only one person who can stop it. You, kitten. I think. Okay. We have to be very careful here, I think.
He was in front of the bridge. She wasn't there, waited on the bridge. So, what was he doing?
You were quite early, so you waited on the bridge, correct?
Yeah. I like waiting. I'm used to it.
I'm sure he is. Zebra Boy waited 5 years to ask a single question. Find out why a woman betrayed him. To him, 30 minutes must have been like a blink of an eye. But still thinking on it personally, but I think I need more information first. Wait, yeah, that looks wrong. That looks very wrong because of the angle.
What do you mean?
Because she would be standing towards the destroyed end of the bridge, wouldn't she?
Probably. So I mean, sure. Then we present this. Say screw it.
Not on this part yet. I want to see. Does that part say when they arrive?
He got here at 4.
Yeah.
He waited on the bridge.
Yeah, so I guess that makes sense.
He never put nobody in the car. He watched his car, so I don't know. I'm tired. Screw it.
So when you got to the bridge, no one had arrived, huh? So you waited on the bridge. You're sure of that?
Yeah, I'm sure.
You're sure, huh? Then I'm sure too, Mr. Falls. I'm sure that you're lying.
Huh?
Oh? I would love to hear your rationale on this, Miss Faye. You want to know who arrived at the bridge first? Just look at this photo. It's perfectly clear. Obviously, the person that came first would have been the one at the end of the bridge, right? But that's the victim at the end of the bridge. Precisely my point. In other words, Mr. Falls, you must have arrived at the bridge after she did. Mr. Falls, please don't get so worked up. You just want the truth.
I got there around 4 o'clock. It's true. I had somewhere to go. A special place.
You go to the special place before you went to the bridge?
Yeah. It's an old temple about 15 minutes from the bridge. 5 years ago, me and Dahlia, we promised each other. We swore we wouldn't betray each other. She brought a memento. to represent our love.
A memento?
5 years ago, I hid it under the base of the tree there. Oh no.
Oh my god, oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
It's a special memory for me. This is it. This is what I want to get.
This little bottle and a necklace is your memento? It's quite charming. But it looks empty. Your Honor, you heard what my client said. He arrived at the scene at 4 o'clock, but he then left his car unattended and walked away. He was gone for approximately 30 minutes. Ugh. With that much time, Dahlia Hoffman could have easily hidden the body in the trunk of his car. No! Indeed, there certainly was enough time for it. I've still got a chance. Mr. Falls? There's no mistaking it. Huh? Mr. Falls? Oh my god.
That's enough. Please.
Witness?
I promised her 5 years ago, if it ever happens, that we can't trust each other no more, then we're supposed to drink bottle.
Oh my god. No! Stop this trial! Your Honor, we need a recess.
I was stupid. Couldn't keep promise. So I did it. I drank this.
No, we are so close. Just a little more. I was going to prove your innocence.
No. Don't want that. Don't trust self. Maybe kill again. Kill sweet Dahlia. Again.
Mr. Falls.
Mr. Armando. Thanks for the coffee.
Mr. Falls! Oh my god. He actually drank the Oh my god. And so my first trial ended. Suddenly and tragically.
This explains why Mia freaked out when Phoenix ate the bottle.
Yup.
Other than, eating glass.
It ended with no winners, only losers.
Dahlia won.
That's true.
She got away scot-free.
It ended up with a wound that cut so deep into my soul, I thought it never healed. And this explains why Dahlia was trying to get rid of the necklace so quickly afterwards. I'm sure it was for the same for the young prosecutor as well. For one person, the true criminal, Dahlia Hoffman, she left the courtroom with a secret smile on a demonically sweet face. Unforgivable. At which, Mr. Armando was so close to the truth. It's right there in front of us. You were just a little too soft, kitten. It's my fault. It's my fault that Mr. Falls killed himself. Don't cry, kitten. You're going to make my coffee all salty. And I knew it. I knew I was cut out for this. Yeah. Oh.
Hold on a second, this music. Is he Godot?
Don't you get it? Can't cry yet.
Fucking hell!
Wow!
Oh my god!
The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over.
Holy shit, he's strong!
God damn, Armando! Ooh!
Fucking hell, dude! That's some strength!
Mr. Armando!
You're bleeding!
No matter how tough the case gets, no matter how bitter the memories, they always fade over time. Then you file them away and eventually forget them.
That's always Phoenix saying it, because this whole thing is Phoenix looking. I don't know.
Oh my god, you might be right. That might be Phoenix, my bad.
Yes, here I am. I get to be back. 1 year later, in this very same courthouse, I, myself, got wrapped up in that case and ate some glass. I don't know how I survived that.
Oh.
Or something else? I'm so confused. Yep. Oh, no.
That case.
He electrocuted a dude. I ate glass during that case. It was really weird. Only after that did Dahlia Hawthorne get put on trial for her crimes. The verdict that was ultimately handed down to her was... guilty.
Guilty!
Guilty, of course. Naturally, when the verdict was read, she had a perfect, angelic smile on her face. It was finally all over. At least, that's what I thought at the time. Unfortunately, I couldn't have been more wrong. It's been 5 years, but now something has happened that's made me remember all this. I'm somehow injured. The end.
Oh boy, oh boy.